For police, a playbook for conflicts involving mental illness. Portland, Oregon. The 911 caller had reported a man with a samurai sword, lunging at people on the waterfront. It was evening, and when the police arrived, they saw the man pacing the beach and called to him. He responded by throwing a rock at the embankment where they stood. They shouted to him from a sheriff's boat. He threw another rock. They told him to drop the sword. He said he would kill them. He started to leave the beach, and after warning him, they shot him in the leg with a beanbag gun. He turned back, still carrying the 4-foot blade. In another city, or in Portland itself not that long ago, the next step would almost certainly have been a direct confrontation and, had the man not put down the weapon, the use of lethal force. But the Portland Police Bureau, prodded in part by the 2012 findings of a Justice Department investigation, has spent years putting in place an intensive training program and protocols for how officers deal with people with mental illness. At a time when police behavior is under intense scrutiny, a series of fatal shootings by police officers have focused national attention on issues of race and mental illness. Portland's approach has served as a model for other law enforcement agencies around the country. And on that Sunday last summer, the police here chose a different course. At 2:30 a.m., after spending hours trying to engage the man, the officers decided to disengage, and they withdrew, leaving the man on the beach. A search at daylight found no signs of him. People with mental illnesses are overrepresented among civilians involved in police shootings. 25% or more of people fatally shot by the police have had a mental disorder, according to various analyses. In Chicago, for example, police officers killed a 19-year-old mentally ill man, Quintonio LaGrier, in December after the police said he had come at them with a baseball bat. In Denver, Paul Castaway, 35, who had a history of mental illness, was fatally shot by the police last year after they said he moved dangerously close to them, holding a knife to his own throat. Similar encounters have occurred in Albuquerque, Dallas, Indianapolis and other cities. In response to public outcry, many police departments have, like Portland, turned to more training for their officers, in many cases adopting some version of a model pioneered in Memphis almost 3 decades ago and known as Crisis Intervention Team Training, or CIT. Studies have found that the training can alter the way officers view people with mental illness. And the approach, which teaches officers ways to defuse potentially violent encounters before force becomes necessary, is useful for officers facing any volatile situation, even if a mental health crisis is not involved, law enforcement experts say. Whether the training leads to less use of force by officers, however, is still an open question. The findings of studies have been mixed, although one study to be published later this year suggests that Portland's program, which is based on CIT, is having an effect. And training alone is not enough, experts say. For the approach to be effective, it needs the full backing of a police department's leadership, continual checks on its effectiveness, and collaboration with the mental health community. The training is great, but it's not magic, said Laura Usher, coordinator of Crisis Intervention Team Training for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The thing that actually transforms the way the system works is when everyone gets together.